Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Tuesday, February the 17th. My name is Barry Enerson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. The word of the day for me anyway was patience, and not so much in this trade, but a couple of the other trades that I took. You'll see in certainly American Express, which I'm still in, and the Marriott trade. But first, let's take a look at Gene. Gene was a stock that was on my best 10 list and was just one that I wanted to follow today to see what was going to happen. If we take a look at the daily chart on Gene, you can see that it's had a tremendous rise from this level on the 23rd of January, and not so much here, but here's where it bottomed, little bit of a pop and a bit of a pullback, and then right here it had a tremendous on January 29th, the massive day pullback here, and then this is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and so I wanted to keep watching this stock to see whether or not it had one more day of follow through. And so this is the pre-market right here. And it was a little bit down. Here's where, let's see, where did it close on Friday? It closed on Friday um, right around here, right at this level here, 811. So it was down quite a bit in the pre-market. Well, not quite a bit, but 776. But then it started to come back. You can see the big rise here. And so I decided, in fact, this arrow is wrong. It it attempted right here to pop all the way through, got all the way up here, and then it pulled all the way back. And so I decided to take the trade. It looked like it was holding at 9. I decided to take the trade at 9. I was going to put a stop here, so I didn't take a lot of shares, but it was going to be about 862. And so I took the trade right here at $9. It says 902 right there, but it's actually at $9. I sold half here at 945, held on through this little pullback, the pop, and I was really hoping that it was going to really continue through 10, but it says 1009. But or the high it says 1010, but that was very, very brief. It came back down, and on this action right here, I took out the other half at 967, and you can see that it's been choppy through this area. Be interesting to see if it can hold 9, and it'll go on my list again because tomorrow I have to see if it's going to break through 10 and really break through 10 and run. Now, let's take a look at the Marriott trade. In the Marriott trade, let's see, got to get back to here we go. Now, the Marriott trade came in on my lifetime highs. Now, you're going to see that I have a ton of lifetime highs. All of these stocks hit a lifetime high, but right around the whole number. That's how I've got this alert window. I don't care. I mean, I don't care about a lifetime high unless it's right around the whole number. And you can see that I had a lot of them. And Marriott, somebody asked me, they emailed me and said, well, why did I pick Marriott? Because there are a lot of other ones. And some of these other ones were like this one, the Columbia, was fantastic. I mean, it hit 5201, and I think it also, if I look a little bit later, 53. I don't know if it's 54 up here. Yeah, 54. So I mean, there is one that I definitely missed. But if I look at it, and I want to trade these things a little bit from a pattern. And so, popped up here. Now, I guess I could have taken it here on the pullback, and it popped up, another pullback, but it's a little bit choppy. Take a look at Marriott and see if you can see what the difference is. Here it popped up, and right here is at 80.02. So here is where I would have received the alert. You see how it kind of based a little bit. It dropped down to 79.82, but it reclaimed 80. Reclaimed 80. And so this to me was a better pattern, a bit of a basing pattern just underneath the 80. And then when it popped back through again, I decided to take the trade. So, it's not just a matter of every time I get an alert on a lifetime high that I just immediately jump in. Some of them drop immediately and all the way back down. But this one, these are 5-minute candles. So, I mean, this is 20 minutes that I'm waiting on this. So when it popped up through 80, I took the trade at 80.11. I did get rid of half at 80.31. I actually wasn't expecting this to be that dynamic, to be honest with you. And I watched it come down here. I decided to hold on that second half because, unless it broke down through 80 again, I was going to keep on with this trade. And, it popped right back up, a little bit of a chop, and it steadily made its way up. And I ended up selling the stock right here, the last half at 81.15. So I did make a dollar and what was that, $1.04 on the second half because I got in here at 80.11. But this was definitely a patience trade. I mean, in theory, if I hadn't sold right here, this would have got me out of the trade, no question. But I just decided to hold on to it. It just seemed like it looked strong enough. If this had gone back down through my buy, but you can look where it stalled at, right at my buy or my buy at 80.11. If it had gone down through 80, of course I would have sold it, no question about it. But it immediately popped up again, so that's why I kept it. Now, here's one that didn't work. ALLE. And the same sort of thing. Here, here's the pop and receive the alert, 59.03, so at $59. And again, sort of a nice little consolidation pattern, not too bad for stocks like this. So when I received this alert or this candle right there, I decided to take the trade at 59.10, and it almost got rewarded. It got up to 59.24, but this was a little spready. It's not like it was bid 59.23 and ask 59.24. I think the spread was, at one point is about 10 or 15 cents. And then as it started coming back down, I exited the trade right here at 58.99. So I took a loss on this one, 59.10 to 58.99, and it did pop back up. But look at this. I mean, it's all over the place. So I mean, this was really not an easy one to trade. I would take this pattern all day long, though. Very similar to the Marriott. In fact, I think this one has arguably four candles here, and then the pop. Marriott had three candles in the pop. So, but this is what I'm more looking for when I'm going to take these lifetime high breaks. Now, the other one that has worked out nicely, very nicely, and I am still in it, AXP. So AXP, let's take a look at the daily on this one and why I'm in it. And again, you can see that it is on my best 10 list. Here's AXP right at the top here. And that's because I sort them as in their position of the day of today's range. So it's near the high of today's range. And why it was there is that here's Friday and here's Thursday. So the news came out that Costco was dropping American Express as their exclusive credit card. And it's funny. I used to be a Costco member, and I could never understand why Costco only accepted American Express. Not to belittle people who go to Costco, but I mean, I was one of them. But typically, it's not like a lot of people will have, their families looking for bulk and all of that, and it's not what I would consider the typical American Express user, even though American Express now anybody can get one. I understand that. But I was always amazed at Visa that they would never accept Visa and MasterCard. So anyway, on Thursday, that's when they made the announcement that they were stopping the exclusivity with American Express. I don't know if they've dropped them completely, but certainly the exclusivity. So the stock dropped, and it dropped again on Friday, and it was dropping in the morning. And so, but again, when I was telling people, I said, American Express is not going out of business. I mean, it's still, probably a really solid company. And so they're having this blip with Costco right now, but I was fully expecting some kind of a rebound. And so if we look at the daily chart, sorry, on the 5-minute chart, um, see right here, this was a beautiful. So, by rights, I should have taken the trade right around here, 77.52. But I wasn't watching it right there, but I started watching it. I probably got the alert right here that it had the pop. I started watching this little pullback here. And then on this candle here, I decided to take the trade at 77.82. And again, going against the grain a little bit for me because I usually like to wait for the whole number break, but I just had the feeling that again, American Express, it's not going out of business. So I decided that this was the day that it could have, a positive day. So I took the trade. It was still in negative numbers, 77.82. I rode it all the way up here, held on through this little pullback and sold, but I did sell half right here at 78.54. Held on through this, got down here. If it broke down through 78, I was out of it. But I'm now looking at 78.70. Now again, my buy is at 77.82, so it's possible. And I see it got as high as it's a high 78.78. So I may get a dollar on the second half, but if it breaks down through here, 78.54, I will more than likely exit the trade because it looks, this is a bit of a base here, bit of a base here. If it starts to lose this, I'll probably exit the trade. But I will still continue to watch it because, it has a bit of a gap to fill. Again, if we look at the daily chart on it, bring back the daily. So, I mean, look at here, you got $86. So, I mean, we still have a gap to fill. And so I will continue to watch American Express over the next few days. So that's it. I only did, so I did Gene in the pre-market and then Marriott, ALLE, and American Express during the market. Still in American Express, and say we'll have to see what happens there. Another hour and so to get back to the trading room. I might take a trade in the last hour. I don't know, but anyway, that's it for today. Let me just bring up the cover page. Here's how to get in. Log in with your Facebook or Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.